With a touch of fall in the air, there are plenty of fall fruits and vegetables being harvested right now, and getting that fall produce into our diets can be very beneficial. And this morning, the Disobedient Dietitian, Amber Gourley, joins us to talk about all the goodness coming out of those gardens this fall season. Good morning, Amber.
Good morning.
Yeah, let's talk about that. There's a lot being harvested right now, and it's important a lot of them are high in fiber, and that's so important to our diets.
Yeah, absolutely. So the average American only gets about 12 to 15 grams of fiber in their diet per day, but we really need at least 30 grams, and that's really for men and women. And fall is the perfect time to bring in some of those flavors we absolutely love into our breakfast, lunch, dinner routines and increase that fiber intake.
Give us some ideas of some of the different fruits and vegetables that we really need to be. I know a lot of folks, this time of year we're talking corn, we're talking pumpkins, we're talking squash. Talk to us about some of the things some more things we need to add to our diets.
Yeah, so most people love pumpkin spice, and
Yes.
It is the time, right? And so pumpkin is one of those really versatile vegetables we can actually add to do banana and pumpkin spice smoothies in the morning, or you can add pumpkin to your pancake or your waffle batter, or even into your oatmeal, and that's going to add a nice healthy dose of fiber, and you can mix it up with those warm fall spices and get your pumpkin pie fix on.
And let's talk about, we were mentioning apples. Apples seem to be doing
Yes.
a bumper crop this year. Apples an important source of fiber as well.
They are. Leaving that skin on is super critical to keeping that fiber, getting that pectin. It helps a ton with digestion. And if you have diabetes or blood glucose issues, getting that fiber in is really going to help stabilize that. Stewed apples, fantastic way to bring all that beautiful fiber and pectin up to the surface. Or throw it in the blender, make an apple pie smoothie, throw it in your oatmeal, do an apple pie oatmeal, whether it be warm or overnight cold oats. Really super easy ways to get that apple in your diet, or even baked apples for a sweet treat at the end of your day.
What are some other tips that you can give us as far as the fall goes and all of this great stuff that's coming in right now?
Yeah, so some of my other favorites are spaghetti squash. Throw that in your crock pot, throw it in the oven, scoop out those insides, put some marinara sauce on it. You're going to get a ton of fiber. It's lower in carbohydrates, so again, kind of a win-win for that blood glucose control or weight loss. And butternut squash is another one of my favorites, and I love a good black bean and butternut squash chili, especially as those nights get colder and we're getting into more of that chili mode. That's a great way to use that butternut squash.
And if folks, you got all this great information, how can folks find out more, pick your mind, so to speak, and find out what you've got going on this fall?
Great question. So you can find us at healyouwellness.com. We do take insurance, and typically it covers sessions. So that would be a great way to find out more information about how to boost the nutrients in your diet.
Do you find a lot, you were talking about the fiber and getting 30 grams of fiber in our diets every day.
Yeah.
Is it hard, or is it hard on folks to be able to do that? I mean, to be able to find the foods that are high in fiber like that?
I think for a lot of people, it just comes down to not being familiar with how to prepare the foods that have a lot of fiber in them. And so once we teach them a few tips and tricks on how to kind of sneak that in, right? Sometimes it's as simple as adding some pumpkin to your oatmeal, like we talked about, or adding butternut squash to that chili. Those little tips and tricks, you can really add that fiber up pretty quickly. But some people really do have a hard time knowing how to prepare those properly so they taste good.
And I know a lot of folks are doing like keto diets or low carb diets. Do you see that a lot of folks are losing fiber out of their diets when they go that route? And is there things that they can do to make sure they're getting the fiber they need?
Yeah, so keto it's its own whole topic, right? You absolutely can tend to go lower carbohydrate if you're cutting out a lot of vegetables in the keto diet. So if that's something people are doing, I would absolutely recommend that they speak to a medical professional, whether it's a nutritionist or their physician, to make sure that they're getting all the nutrients that they need and that they're not actually causing some more harm with that particular lifestyle.
And I think about things that I love to eat this time of year, like zucchini and squashes of all kinds. Are they good? Are they high in fiber as well?
Yes, so a great rule of thumb is if it comes out of your garden, it's probably going to have a lot of fiber. I love zucchini, love your yellow squash, your green squashes. Those are great sauteed up or steamed in the oven with some parchment paper. Even like the delicata squashes that you're going to start seeing at the farmer's harvest, those are also really great sauteed up, a little bit of olive oil, some fresh herbs. Wonderful way to add fiber in your diet.
All right, Amber, thank you so much. I mean, some great tips. If you want to leave folks with one more thing that they need to remember when we're going into the fall season, what would that be when it comes to getting more fiber in your diet?
Oh gosh, have fun with it. Play around in the kitchen and make sure that you're increasing your water intake as you increase your fiber intake.
All right, very good. Good advice. Amber Gourley, thank you so much. We got her information right there at the bottom of the screen. It is time for, that harvest is coming in. Make it